What's good, world? What's good, world? What's good, world? MIB back with another reaction video. What's good, world? Reaction video. Let me grab my hat off the floor. What's good, world? MIB back with another reaction video. MIB back with another reaction video. What's good, world? MIB back with another reaction video. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you ain't new, make sure you get somebody else to subscribe so we get the channel popping. And I don't gotta pull up and pop you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Now let's just jump straight into it. What's good, world? I'm back again. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Fix this camera a little bit. Why is it like it's just looking at my nose? Screen is a little off. I took a little like 2-day break and everything's all fucked up. Let's get straight into it. Visiting the most crowded island on Earth. I watched 1 second. I already look crazy. Let's get straight into it. Appreciate y'all.
Santa Cruz del Islote has an area of just 1% of a square kilometer in size, where 816 people squeeze their entire lives. The island is so full that a guy does his...
Hold on, did y'all just notice that they had the boats? They have the boats all parked along the island. It's like you're not popping on the island unless you own a little boat like that.
Cruz del Islote has an area of just 1% of a square kilometer in size, where 816 people squeeze their entire lives. The island is so full that a guy does his daily workout routine near a dog feces and...
This dude is doing a whole workout near a fucking load of turds. And you can't even wake up and do 10 push-ups in your house. That's crazy.
And chaotic life here creates new adaptations. Since we are...
He did that shit with the flip-flops.
Routine near a dog feces, and chaotic life here creates new adaptations.
They just catch turtles with their hands?
Since we arrived on the island, we've been constantly encountering people no matter where we turn. People come out from every corner. It's impossible to be alone on these crowded streets. Each house here has dozens of people living together in tiny rooms.
How many people live in this room?
About 10.
This is an average...
Bro, how they fit 10 people?
in tiny rooms.
How many?
The only way you fit in 10 people in this room is if y'all have sleeping shifts and shit. And like y'all leave and then the other person sleeps. How the fuck?
Live in this room.
About 10.
This is an average room of an average house. You will be shocked when you see how other people live. But these people have a much bigger problem than these houses, which makes life so extremely terrible here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but sometimes when I see other people's, like other places around the world, the way they eat, I get a little scared. Like, cause like if people say what we eat is bad, like, yeah, I just watched a video the other day that they were shaving wood off the side of the tree, soaking it with water, and then they were eating like a gulp of like glue. I don't know, like, damn, why do we not have places that just plant like unlimited like fruit trees or something? I don't know, like, you know, when I lived in PR, we have mango trees and plátanos, and we can literally get coconuts, and you get access to all of these things. When you have a place like this, why don't they slowly invest into a fruit island? I don't know.
Most densely populated island on Earth. A 2-hour boat ride.
That's just me. I just be thinking about crazy shit, but I don't know.
Away from the mainland of Colombia, the island is just a little bigger than a football field.
See, this is what I mean. They have this whole shit here. It don't even look like they got one garden. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees.
Size and has
I'm not living nowhere that has 5 trees.
People per square kilometer. Even in Hong Kong, known as one of the most densely populated cities in the world, this rate is 6,749. There are only 4 streets, and the place is entirely constructed of concrete. They don't have cars or motorcycles here. We feel the density as soon as we step onto the island. The sounds of people...
But I don't understand is how 500 people live here.
All mixed together. The homes here tell the story of the island. Let's get inside one now.
Can we see inside your house?
Yes, you may. See, I don't have anything. Sorry, it's a little dark
Oh,
inside.
she got a big house.
We don't have electricity here.
You can see that they have some laundry work in the hallway and they leave them to dry in this open area.
Yeah, I got that same laundry thing. See, they might be living good. I got like the same type of thing. Maybe a little bit newer, but I just watch like their kids' clothes and stuff. You know, it just makes sense. Bro.
See that they have
That's
some
crazy.
laundry work in the hallway and they leave them to dry in this open area. Let's start with this room. Homeowner says 10 people share these 3 beds together.
This is my room.
How many people sleep on that bed?
They hang up the kids' stuff and they try to make it like a kid's room. But even in the struggle, they make them. You got to make the kids happy. Kids always come first. And they hang it up around the room. That's dope.
3.
It's not dope, but you know what I mean. It's like a lot of these videos I've been watching is a lot of people in tough situations, but they just. The great thing about like us humans is we know how to make the best of it, and they just praise the Lord.
What about this room?
She's not allowing us to enter this room as it's too unorganized.
Kids used to sleep here. Since it is too hot, we take the mattresses out of the room because there is no electricity.
7 kids are living in this room alone. They're making use of every bit of space, even the walls. Because they don't own a wardrobe, their clothes, shoes are all over the place. The kids
7 in one room, 10 in the other room. That's how they're fitting 500 people on this island.
kitchen is far from being clean because of the water shortage. People use water only for drinking. All other reasons have to be disregarded. Some barbers at work. Chairs spilling out of homes.
Oh,
Children
hell
constantly
no.
running up and down.
If somebody served me this
People
shit,
use
bro.
water only for drinking. All other reasons have to
Oh my god, I would throw up just looking at it. Somebody ever serve me some shit like that, I'm leaving. Going home. Out your mind.
Some barbers at work. Chairs
And I'm not knocking it. Look, I know how it is, bro. I know. I done lived on the island and had to eat shit that I never thought I would eat. Because of situations, you know, when depending where you are and how they eat. All the cultures eat differently. But I'm a picky ass eater, so I talk a lot of shit about it. But hey, fuck it, it gotta make sense. Because if not, if it looks gooey and slimy and got colors to it, I don't want it.
spilling out of homes. Children constantly running up and down. 220 families live in houses illegally built. Here, permission is not obtained from any authority, and no one is officially a
220 families living in this place on houses that were illegally built, but they didn't tell themselves to fucking create a system in order to have food and striving fucking
illegally built. Here, permission is not obtained from any authority, and no one is officially a landowner. Everybody builds their houses wherever they want. When they can't find any space, they build on top of existing buildings. The buildings are so intertwined that sometimes they have to walk through each other's homes to get to the other side.
What
As we
the
get to know islanders more and more, we will discover a very different reason why their future is going to get even worse.
God, I'm telling you, you
Population
can adapt
density
so
defies
quick.
all logic.
Like, I lived in the struggle. Like you can, these people, if they're just jumping around like that, they can adapt so fast to these living situations that it doesn't even cross their mind. They don't think about all these things that Americans think about.
We see dishes and leftovers everywhere, and this dog is trying to eat the crumbs left on the spoon. Some people are fishing, others selling food on street corners, trying to eat the crumbs left on the spoon. Some people are fishing,
So they got like a fishing system. Okay.
others selling food on street corners, and some working on construction. A few are trying their luck with a lottery machine brought to the island, dreaming of becoming rich. As this all happens, there's
Why the fuck is it with humans that they have a lottery machine there before they have source of food? Like, they're just gonna fish the rest of it. I'm like, bro, eventually that shit comes to a point. Y'all need fruits, veggies, all that. Y'all got kids there. They need to grow healthy. What the hell is going on over here? How is this even happening? Can I just go build a house in a random spot in the middle of the ocean and just own it? Like, I don't know. Like, what the
There's a
fuck?
birthday celebration, and the party sounds can be heard everywhere.
Whole Minions birthday party in the middle of all this. Like, if this isn't like special, I don't know. This is special. Like, the fact that they able to do this and make things like this happen on this little ass, bro. They got fucking Minion bags and Minion fucking gifts and shit. They made all that happen on this little ass island that they built houses illegally. This is crazy. I'm 3 minutes into this fucking video and they already got me like, wow.
People are striving for comfort in their little space.
Is this her own house or?
Like they'll live like this and they'll throw a party like that for the kids. That's special, you know? They just try to make it
Is
special.
she on a rent?
My own house.
What is the average rent here?
There are some who pay rent because there are people who are not from here. They pay $50 to $75. Usually the only utility they pay for is electricity.
There is a crowded family here. They gave the second floor to their married children so that they can stay there.
It seems they have a communal life here. For you
Who the fuck is moving here and renting?
to have a better understanding how small this island really is, I came to the furthest side of it, and I will walk to the other side. And while doing that, I'll start a timer. Let's see how many minutes it will take. We're trying to find our
They're
way
close
among
to
the
it.
maze-like narrow streets. Privacy is impossible here because with every step we pass through someone's life. Kids dominate this island's population. Even a space of
Man,
4
there's
or
so
5
many
steps
kids just
turns
enjoying
into a vast
themselves. I feel
playground
like that
in the
stuff don't really be
imagination of these
happening
children. Island has one school,
like it used
one
to.
church, one clinic, one hotel,
These
one
kids are
restaurant, and 3
outside. There's kids in the ocean. There's kids over here playing. Like, that type of stuff don't really, like, I don't know. A lot of kids are inside nowadays.
200 years ago, none of these streets, this chaos, garbage, mosquitoes, and the people were here. According to a legend, some fishermen discovered this island and spent the night here when it was too late to return. Then they decided to settle here with their families after sleeping well without mosquitoes. It was later artificially enlarged by compressing coral rocks, seashells, and waste year after year.
It took less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes. And on top of that, the island has a whole origin story.
We met a 94-year-old lady who witnessed everything here.
Was she born on this island?
She never left, not even a single day.
Fishermen first came from the Baru region. They started to expand the island, and in 100 years, the island became like this. There were no motors back then or anything like that. Only small canoes with
I can't
paddles.
even imagine.
If I remember it correctly, when I was born, there was only this house and a few more houses. The rest was nothing.
We are blessed to be located on the world's second largest coral reef with its amazing, amazing sea life. Waves that rise 20 to 30 meters in the open ocean are...
That's why you have to understand that, like where you grow up, what they teach you, where you're raised, the people around you, it could really affect your whole life. Like, cause like in my head, I can't even imagine being stuck in somewhere for 100 years and not being able to experience so much more to the world that there is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when you're stuck on this island, I'm sure like a very small amount of them make it off of this island. Like, because they just adapt and then they just keep living it. It's crazy. She's literally been there. She probably remembers about like 50 years of what actually happened. But she's 94.
reduced to
Crazy.
nearly 25 to 30 centimeters when they reach our shores. Look, all that you see around the island, up to 5 or 6 miles off the coast, is surrounded by pure coral. We're safe here.
How many people live here?
2 families live here. Each family consists of 6 members, 12 people in total.
Where is the kitchen?
The kitchen. The stove goes here. That's not a problem. We cook with propane gas.
Dogs can't grow anymore once they
See,
hit
they
certain
at least a little bit better.
12 people in total.
Where is the kitchen?
The kitchen. The stove goes here. That's not a problem. We cook with propane gas.
Anybody that knows the island know that some of this stuff is just not, you're gonna live with. The bugs, the cement houses, the brick houses like that. The walls looking like that.
Dogs can't grow
Your
anymore
room might
once
not
they
look the
hit a
best
certain
unless you got
size
the
because
money
of
for
not getting
flooring.
enough nutrition.
Oh,
Life
look at the
here
puppy.
is really limited for every creature. Here, we meet the nutrition.
That chicken was about to whoop that cat's
Life
ass.
here is really limited for every
Get your
creature.
ass inside.
Here, we meet the nurse who has helped almost everyone come into the world healthy.
40 years of delivering babies.
How many babies?
Oh my goodness, I've lost count. I don't even remember. Most of the youth in this town pass through these hands that you see. I delivered almost everyone on this island, and now I'm delivering even their children's children. And I've never had a baby die. Little children with vomiting, a high fever, or diarrhea come to me. I tell them what to do or which medicine to take.
She's Cap.
Like a doctor. Everyone knows me here.
The lack of modern healthcare services on the
She's
island
Cat.
poses a risk in emergency situations. But as you will understand by the
There's like no way in these living conditions you're not, you don't have a few I forgot what the word is, but baby deaths, infant deaths or whatever that shit's called. There's no way they're just striving off this one woman delivering babies and healing them, being the doctor for everybody.
End of the video,
That's
the real
crazy.
problem is so much more vital. By the way, according to the locals, the average life expectancy on the island is 85 to 90 years.
My sister died at the age of 103.
People get to go beyond these limits only after they lose their lives, because there is no cemetery on this island where people can bury their loved ones, as there is no land to dig. After the corpses are toured around,
You can't say that their life expectancy is 80 to 90 years old there, when half of the people there are in their 30s and 40s. You met a few older people, and majority of them are kids. That's crazy. I don't even. That's a lie, and they're not even checking. There's no way they're checking that
the
statistically.
square with a ceremony, they are then taken to the mainland by a boat and buried there.
What is the average age for girls to get married or have a child?
Typically, girls are 16 years old when they have their first children. This also applies to their children when they get to that age.
Hell no.
There is no family planning, and the population
Oh,
keeps
hell
growing
no.
rapidly.
How many kids do
Oh,
people
hell
have?
no. I'll be damned. Damn.
Here, from 2 to 5.
Family life here is uniquely laid back. Most of the couples
I say hell no, because if anybody knows I got a daughter, and I'll be damned if she thinks she's gonna be getting married at 16.
are together without any official marriages. Also, it's not unusual for people to have kids with more than one partner, but that's part of life here.
Is she married?
I have a husband, but I'm not married.
Oh, really?
Which
You
means
have a-
it's all free union. Free.
Also, people don't care about their personal space and joke around all the time.
One of the biggest problems.
I have
with
a
the island
husband, but I'm not
is
married.
some
It's
of
free
these will be
union.
in the ocean, some of these will be sent to the mainland, but you can feel the smell and the amount of mosquitoes wherever you go. Is it filming?
Most of the waste is hidden in the ocean. Without thinking twice, people just throw their loads of garbage into the water, which they see as a dumping ground. Plastics, glass, and metal pieces. But what you will see next will make you feel more disgusting. Unbelievably, even a toilet can be found at the ocean floor.
It is
The crabs
disgusting.
swimming in this pollution are some of the important food sources for the residents. And these broken cages were used to hunt these animals.
There are some plastic bags in the ocean. People are fishing. These women.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Is they don't have a fucking garden or food source, and then they're tainting the one food source they have, which is the fish and the crabs and all that stuff.
Are washing their clothes.
You're gonna end up having to rely on the mainland, and then once that happens, if you guys don't get better boats, you guys are good. That island's like, it probably won't last.
Access to electricity and drinking water here varies depending on the weather conditions. Solar panels are here.
This is the way they produce electricity for the island.
Why did he do that like that?
Access to electricity and drinking water here varies depending on the weather conditions. Solar panels are here.
This is the way they produce electricity for the island.
We have 380 solar panels and 180 batteries, which gives us energy for everything.
If the weather is sunny, electricity is provided between 12 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Is there something that she wants to change in this island?
Mainly the electricity. Look, today we've been without electricity for 4 days.
All the trees are hot.
You see tomatoes and peppers. Since there isn't enough power, these are not very fresh.
These power generators are working.
Almost everything people need is provided in the 3 markets on this main street, including
But can you bring your own generator?
medicine.
Cause I'm about to just.
This is the trading center of the island.
There's another shop here. You can buy some t-shirts and shorts.
We have a lot of wind here. The salt carried by winds damages our devices.
The real struggle begins with the obtaining of drinking water, as there is no tap water in here, as you see.
It makes me sick, cause this could really work if they had fucking more green around there and everybody chose to grow something. And I'm gonna keep saying that shit to the end of the video because that's just what it is. If y'all are striving on fucking dirt.
They gather the rainwater with these pipes. Not even a single drop of water is wasted.
Drinking water? We suffer a lot. There, below the health center, we have a community tank that we call the lung of the island. When it rains, the joy is so immense here that we go partying that day. Here, the drought scares us so much. It takes 7 to 8 months to get some rain here. We store that precious liquid and then we distribute it to all the families equally without skipping anyone. The Navy sees the problem we have here. They let the mayor's office use their ships so that they could bring us some water. This helps a lot.
Now we have some water.
That's good that they don't just abandon them, even though they're literally living on an illegal spot.
All the tanks are full because it is rain.
Also, the island doesn't have any sewage system. Even though rain means good news in terms of water supply, rainfalls are bringing life into the edge of a
That was
chaos.
my main
Since
worry
the
about
large
this
areas
little
of
island.
The island are not solid. Hurricanes or a heavy rain makes houses and streets unusable.
What does he not like about this island?
The only bad thing is the rainy season. When it rains, the tide rises. All these streets are flooded with seawater. More in September and October. During those months, if these houses didn't have these raised floors, the rainwater would enter the rooms.
Keep in mind that they are also without electricity during these seasons.
Everywhere gets
We
flooded.
are at the heart
Everywhere.
of Santa Cruz del Islote. This is the only monument on the island, and it is called La Patrona.
Monument protects us from hurricanes.
We are inside the small church of this settlement. It seems like it needs some repairing.
Are you the priest?
I am the leader. There are many young kids on this island.
The leader?
What will their future?
Why does he gotta be the leader?
Primary school, they don't go on to further studies. Their parents don't have the means to send them to the mainland.
So there are 240 students on this island, and
You get my point? Is that 240 students, and there's supposedly 500 and some people on the island. Most of them were not in their 90s, so
12 teachers.
Welcome to the only school on the island.
This is a classroom for the grade 1. Since there is no school in the neighboring islands, students from there also come here, and their school service is of course a boat. Every young boy here loves playing soccer, even the girls.
What do you want to become when you grow up?
A soccer player.
Where do they want to play?
In Madrid. The Paris team. In Argentina.
they all have a different team. That's lit. Oh,
Locals are earning their living by tourism. Qualified as a national park, the island charges $2.5 from the tourists for the entrance. With the arrival of these hundreds of tourists every day, a much bigger chaos appears on the streets.
For us, tourists are a blessing from God. They are a source of employment, directly or indirectly.
I'm a bartender.
What is the average salary or profit per person here?
It depends
people
very
are
much on the
people
scene.
are paying to fucking go here, and then they're buying shit here.
There is a guy who goes diving. If he's lucky, he can make $30 per day. If there are a few tourists, he can only earn $15. A bartender, depending on the tourism season, after expenses and paying workers, can make $50 per day.
You gotta be careful on them excursions. You fuck around and end up in a place like this. This is not even a real island.
This is if they can attract foreigners. Here there is an aquarium built for tourists where locals keep fishes, sea turtles, and even sharks in a very limited space. Famous for allowing tourists to swim with these animals, this place significantly contributes to the local economy. Fishing is very important as
swimming in
well,
there.
but the people don't really value what the environment provides for themselves. The islanders now have to import fish because of marine pollution and overfishing.
When you go out fishing, you no longer catch the same amount of fish. That is to say, right now, the fish in the restaurants is brought here from the mainland.
This is the only hostel of Santa Cruz del Islote. Let's go inside. A peaceful
His teeth had me a little
atmosphere is
fucked
created
up,
for the
I ain't gonna
tourists here. It looks like a silent shelter in chaos.
But hey.
Despite this crowd, there is not even a single police that provides security, nor a state of law on the island. Since everybody knows each other here, they
Had the
provide
iPhone.
security, nor a state of law on the island. Since
the
everybody
iPhones
knows
and
each other
shit.
here, they don't need for it.
Look, we have 800 people here and we have no police. So you don't see robberies, muggings, or stabbings.
He said 500. He said 800.
We live peacefully here.
Our police here are older adults. We respect them so much here. If there is an argument, a misunderstanding, or a fight, the older adults set in and grab us, find out who is right, and then give us advice. Then, we shake hands and keep on being the same brothers and sisters with no hard feelings.
Does he have plans to migrate to somewhere else?
I'll spend my entire life on this island. I was born and raised right here. I'm going to die right here.
In the evening, residents are more active and everywhere is more crowded since the weather cools off. When the sun goes down, the island gets completely dark because there isn't electricity at night. People use candles or flashlights of their mobile phones, which are charged during certain hours to brighten the night. Everyone goes outside of their doorsteps because their houses are very tiny
And hot.
and dark. Besides,
And hot.
there is nothing to do inside of the houses. The darkness
If you don't got power, I spent many nights without power because of due to weather and shit. on the islands. That shit sucks. And I'm not even in the circumstances they are.
Never prevents the island's vibrant spirit. There's also a little pub where everyone gathers. Most of the locals drink a lot during the night. We hear Latin music all the time. People are singing and dancing together. Some of them play domino, a very popular game, and the birthday party is still going on. Some of the garbage from this event is already piled up here. Most of these people, living in isolation from the rest of the world, have never left these boundaries in their entire lives. They have no desire to leave their small
That's
world
what I'm saying,
or to
no
strive
desire.
to improve their living standards with each passing day. The island community has a deep bond to their homeland, and they focus on shared happiness and positive values.
The biggest problems of Santa Cruz del Islote are the lack of clean water and insufficient cleaning garbage. Island is not in a position to accommodate more people. Despite all the negatives, people are connected to each other like a big family and are happy. Thank you for watching this document.
Yeah, it's respectable because they all treat each other like family. They feel safe. They feel like they're striving. And one day they will, hopefully. Appreciate y'all tuning into this video. Let's get straight out. Let's get out of here. Sheesh.